Good morning. It's 8:30. Give me a second, Lavrit. Lavrit. Now I'm going to shower with Kemi because it's the only way I can shower. Make the bed. Oh, is he escaping? He escaped. Where are you going, Kemi? Where are you going? He can open the outside door himself, so he literally, unless it's super locked, leaves. No, I don't think so, mister. Let's go home. This is breakfast, some oats with shredded almonds, banana, raspberries, blueberries, and then some black tea with milk, and that's it. These are the books I'm currently reading. I tend to read a lot of books at once. Like, some are more about parenting, others are just novels, others are more like mindfulness or spirituality. And then, yeah, anyways, I like to read many different books at the same time. So this book, There's No Such Thing as Bad Weather, a Scandinavian approach to parenting and bringing kids outdoors, and how crucial it is for kids to be outside for most of the day in nature, and how the US fails at this. I could do a whole video about this book. I freaking love it. I can't stop. And this one, I'm literally on the last like 10 pages and I'm so sad. I don't want to finish it. It's an incredible novel. I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it so much. Super recommend. Now lunchtime, and we're eating a super simple sweet potato curry I made yesterday. And since we're doing what's called baby-led weaning, or basically just like give your kid the normal food that you eat instead of some weird Western contraption of something other. So in this case, I literally just like fish out some of the chickpeas, some of the sweet potatoes, some of the carrot, and put it on his plate, and he's snacking on it. And then once in a while, I'll give him like a spoonful of the liquid, and that's that. Super simple and easy. Remember the first time I saw on like a Western or an American menu, the separate section that said like kids menu, and it was at some restaurant, like a normal restaurant with normal food, but the kids menu section was like fries or chicken nuggets or like a cup of mac and cheese or something. And it's so far from my cultural perspective and understanding that not only that you would give kids different food, like that in itself is really hard for me to understand, but that you would give kids different food that is worse quality and like not as healthy as the regular food that you're eating. This idea that kids only eat chicken nuggets or fries, it's just, I mean, you made them get used to that stuff. Like, you taught them to only eat that and want to eat that by giving it to them or giving into that food, you know, instead of other options. Anyways, just my rant of the day. Right, Kimmy? You like your chickpeas? The only way that my food differs is that I have these huge chilies that I won't give to Kemi, but that's it. Also, as far as food, I know that looking at Kemi, like the #1 comment I get is, oh, he eats good, I bet you he eats good. He does not. Not if by good you mean a lot. He eats so little. If I wasn't breastfeeding, I would be worried, and I think that is the truly beautiful thing about breastfeeding. One of the million amazing things is that if I wasn't breastfeeding, I would constantly be concerned, like, is he getting enough iron? Is he getting enough vitamin B and D and whatever? When I know that he's getting all of that, even though his diet is like 3 blueberries, 1 noodle, and 2 spoonfuls of curry a day. I mean, this kid literally does not like food really like that. He eats very little, is what I'm saying. So the chunkiness that you see, the little cheeks, the rolls, that's still all breast milk. That's not this curry, I'm telling you. Ready to go outside, and he hit his face against the wall. No, let's not touch it with our fingers. Real tears, people, real tears. Yay! We're on our walk. It's actually really warm. It's like 20 degrees Celsius, but I have a sore throat because the seasons are changing, so I'm dressed way too warm, right, Kimmy? Anyways, I obviously can't film while I'm pushing the stroller, so I cannot capture the amazing moments of like him waving like crazy at every single truck, bus, sometimes pickup trucks, like any huge car. He just goes crazy because he freaking loves it. More than people, basically. But yeah, I can't catch that on camera, unfortunately. Just know that it's happening the entire walk. These things in the middle of the road. What am I supposed to do, huh? Almost home. We're right outside of home. We finished at the playground. We were there for almost 2 hours, and anyways, we are snacking on some Kemi. Say hi, Baba. Kemi. Hello. Hey. He's snacking on his favorite snack, which is, believe it or not, pine nuts. This is the playground that we have in my building. Just for us. This is the building. There's the pool. Here's the playground. Ah! gimme. Ah! How absolutely wild is it? Oh, my child has, oh, he's fine. That this playground is literally just for us. Like, wow. Just never ceases to amaze me, like what an insane privilege it is to live where we live. Like, there's an indoor and an outdoor pool, there's an indoor and an outdoor playground, there's like gyms and golf simulator and basketball courts, indoor and outdoor, and like the whole building. I mean, compared to how I grew up, this is just like absolutely crazy. Upwards mobility is crazy, you all. It's just like, it's so hard. Kimmy, where are you going? It gets old to me. It never gets old. I am continuously amazed and grateful every single day. Kimmy isn't, because he's never known anything different. Spoiled ass kid. Free time. free time in which I'm going to bake muffins so that I have some in between meals food, because breastfeeding over the next few days, and I have to wash dishes, kind of put some laundry in, and once I do all that really quickly, I'm still gonna have a half hour or more left to read, which is pretty much all I do in my free time. This doesn't happen often, that Isaiah is able to take Kemi out for a walk or to the playground. It would be, of course, ideal for, you know, their relationship, but mostly my mental health and sanity, to have at least 1 hour every 23-hour period that I don't need to not work, because I'm still working, you know, like cooking and cleaning is still work. I'm gonna have some rest, but to at least have a tiny bit of break from being with Kemi and actively caring for Kemi, because even something like baking muffins alone, like without watching the baby, does sound like it's just more relaxing. You know, there's quiet, it's not as hands-on and 110% of your attention and focus as it is watching a 1-year-old, obviously. So yeah, it happens, I want to say, about like 30%, 40% of the time that he's able to take Kemi out for a walk in the evening, and sometimes it's just for a half hour, sometimes it's 40 minutes, and today it'll hopefully be an hour, maybe a little bit more. I nursed him right before they left, and I love these moments. I cherish these times. I think I talked about this in my 1 year of motherhood thing video. Like, one of the things that truly, once you become a parent, your entire conception of time just changes so much. Something like 10 minutes did not, or 5 minutes didn't really used to be a measure of time in my life before. Like, what's 5 minutes of rest? What's 10 minutes of rest? I could spend 2.5 hours watching Netflix, you know? And now it's like, if I have 10 minutes to sit my ass down, like, I don't need to be constantly running after someone, like constantly doing 5 things at a time. That is just a gift from God, truly. Once I get back, Isaiah's probably gonna eat, and I'll take over watching Kemi again. Then they'll get back probably around like 7. And then for the last like hour-ish, we both watch Kemi together, and sort of like do our nightly things where he really like wants to play games in the evening. Like, it's his like playful fun time, so we'll like chase him around the apartment and like play family games, just chasing him and like cuddling him and like wrestling him and doing all these things with him right before he goes to bed, pretty much around 9. And then I go to bed immediately after, or like by 10 p.m. for sure, I go to bed with him. And then, you know, he does wake up every 2-3 hours to nurse, but he'll sleep until like 8 a.m. So anyways, this is a whole other story. Sleep and biologically normal infant and toddler sleep is a topic that I could go on and on and on and on and on about, and how adults expect infants to sleep like adults do. We expect them to sleep 12 uninterrupted hours just because it's convenient for us, and it's just not what they're designed to do. And I know that there's so many things I wish I had known before, so I was definitely hyper focused on when will my baby sleep through the night when Kemi was, you know, 1 or 2 months old, because those first 3 months, man, that was fucking hard. Like, I got on average 4 hours of sleep a day for 3 months. Like, the way that does something to you, to your brain, I can't explain it. Like, you are not well or sane living off of 4 hours of sleep for several months at a time. And I was so focused on like, when is he gonna sleep through the night? Like, I can't do this anymore. Recently, I read someone who talked about this, and she basically said people tell her that their baby keeps waking up through the night like several times. She, you know, to nurse, she asks them, does the baby go instantly back to sleep after nursing? If so, they're sleeping through the night. So technically, Kemi sleeps through the night, and he sleeps almost 12 hours, 11 hours, 10 through 12 hours each night. It's just that every 2-3 hours or so, he doesn't, it's called a dream boob, so he doesn't really wake up. He just starts like fussing around the bed, like crawling around the bed or like rolling around the bed until I put a boob in his mouth. He nurses and instantly falls back asleep. So does your baby sleep through the night? You know, does he instantly fall back asleep after nursing? If so, he is sleeping through the night. That is really hard for us to hear because we are not. I am not. I am still waking up every, 2 or 3 hours, and I have to nurse someone, and I can't nurse. I can't be sleeping while I'm nursing. I'm in a very uncomfortable position, and so it's hard to accept that, but there is that difference, that actually just because you're not sleeping through the night doesn't mean your baby isn't. Your baby is. Your baby's just nursing every couple hours because that's what's biologically normal for them. That's how they were designed to develop and grow. And okay, this is I could talk about sleep a lot. Just the fact that so many parents around the world, so many babies around the world right now are being sleep trained, like, hurts my heart and my soul so much. The fact that there is now like $1 billion industry around sleep training and sleep consulting and like making babies sleep an issue when it's just normal and the way it is. Yeah, I could go on about that forever, but I have only like 40 more minutes, so I better run and go do all the things that I have to do. Super quick sweet potato muffins going in. It's literally mostly just mushed sweet potato, a little bit of flour, a little bit of agave, a little bit of milk, cinnamon, baking soda, a lot of love. That's it. Asleep. I am exhausted. I'm gonna read a couple more pages, like 20 minutes or so, and go straight to bed. It's 9 o'clock. It's time. Moms of the world, go to bed as soon as your baby goes to bed because you need the rest. Anyways, hope you enjoyed.